من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So today I will continue presenting some of the things that I read from Hayat Al-Qulub, Volume 1, which are stories of the prophets. So in today's session, I will cover some of the differences between Nabi, prophet, and Rasul, which is messenger. I will tell about revelation, types of revelations, and then I will mostly I will cover the story of Habil and Habil, and I will give few interesting information that I read from these chapters. So beginning with difference between Nabi and Rasul. In an authentic hadith from Zurara, he asked Imam Muhammad Baqir alayhi salam the difference between Nabi and Rasul, prophet and messenger. Imam said, Nabi is one who sees the angel of revelation in dream. Rasul is one who sees the angel both in sleep and when he is awake. He can also hear the angel's voice. Then Zurara asked, what about the position of Imam? He said, then Imam Muhammad Baqir alayhi salam said, he is able to hear the angel's voice but cannot see him. So these are some of the differences between Nabi, Rasul, and Imam. Some of the interesting facts, interesting information that I got from these chapters, initial chapters, is there were five prophets, five Arab prophets who were Hazrat Hud, Hazrat Saleh, Hazrat Shoaib, Hazrat Ismail, and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Hazrat Ismail was sent to to Jurham tribe, who inhabited the area surrounding the Holy Kaaba. After the Amlak, who was called such, this tribe is called Amlak because they were called such because they were from the progeny of Imlach, son of Hazrat Lut. So the tribe is called Amalek. The tribe is called Amalek because they were from the progeny of Imlach, son of Lut, who was son of Sam and who was son of Hazrat Nuh. So Hazrat Imlach was grandson of Hazrat Nuh. Hazrat Lut was appointed as a prophet to four towns, Sodom, Gomorrah, Sinai, and Ma. And then three prophets were given kingdoms, and those three prophets are Hazrat Yusuf, Hazrat Dawood, and Hazrat Sulaiman. And so these three prophets were given kingdom, and four kings were rule over entire world. Two of them were believers, and two believer kings were Hazrat Zulkarnain and Hazrat Sulaiman. And the two infidels who ruled whole world was Nimrud Lanatullah alayh, the son of Kosh, son of Canaan, and Nebuchadnezzar. So these were some of the interesting information which I got from these initial chapters. Then I want to briefly talk about revelation. The Holy Prophet asked Angel Jibrail from where he obtained the divine revelation. Then Angel Jibrail says from Israfil. And from where does Israfil receives it? Then Angel Jibrail says from a celestial angel who is at a higher position than him. The Holy Prophet further asked the source of this angel's revelation. He was told that the Almighty Allah inspired him directly. So then Imam Muhammad Baqir alayhi salam is reported to have said in a reliable tradition that the angel Jibreel describes Israfil to Holy Prophet that he was chamberlain of Almighty and was the closest and is the closest to him. And the divine tablet, law, which is made of ruby, is placed between his two eyes. When Almighty Allah speaks through him, the forehead of law is inspired with the words. Then Israfil looks at the law and read to us whatever is written on it. We convey the message to the heavens and the earth and apply it. He is the closest of all creatures to Allah. There are 90 curtains of light. There are about 90 curtains of light between him and Allah. Their brightness dazzles the eyes, and it is important to describe their attributes. I am the closest of all creatures to Israfil. This is what Hazrat Jibreel is saying. I am the closest of all creatures to Israfil, and there is a distance of 1,000 years travel between us. So this is about the some of the information that I found interesting and highlighted uh, from this book about Revelation. Then at the end, I am going to I read the story of Hazrat Habil and Qabil. So that's what I want to highlight here. When the Almighty sent Hazrat Adam to earth, when Allah sent Hazrat Adam to earth, Habil and his sister were born as twins, and then Qabil and his sister were born together. Adam commanded both of his sons to perform a sacrifice for Almighty Allah. Habil, who used to own a flock of sheep, while Qabil was a farmer. So Habil sacrificed the best of his sheep from his flock. Qabil, on the other hand, was careless of his occupation and offered some unclean ears of corn and bad quality crop as a gift to Allah. Consequently, the sacrifice of Hazrat Habil was accepted and that of Habil was not. In the Quran, in verse 527, which says, and narrate to them the story of two sons of Adam with truth. They both offered an offering, but it was accepted from one of them and was not accepted from the other. So during those days, whenever an offering was accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a fire used to appear and consume it. So what Habil does is he made a fireplace, and he was the first person who constructed a place to contain a fire. He said, I shall worship the fire so that it accepts my offering." Then Shaitan, the enemy of Allah, told him that the offering of Habil has been accepted and his own rejected. So if you let him leave, he would beget children who would pride upon your children for the superiority he has gained over you. So Qabil accepted the suggestion of Shaitan and killed Habil. He came to Hazrat Adam and who asked him where Habil was. Habil said, "I don't know. You did not entrust him to me." So when Hazrat Adam learned that Habil was murdered, he exclaimed and he cried, "O earth, curse of Allah be on you, for you have accepted the blood of Habil." And then he continued to weep for 40 days and supplicated deeply to Allah to grant him another son. Then he was granted a son who, who he named Hibtullah because he was a gift, hiba from Allah. Hazrat Adam was very affectionate towards Hibtullah. When prophethood of Hazrat Adam neared its end and he reached an old age, the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to him that he had come and he had come from him to transfer the prophetic uh, he revealed Almighty Allah revealed that to transfer the prophetic knowledge and relics to his son Hibtullah. So and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, indeed we shall never take away the progeny of Hibtullah, the relics and prophetic signs until the day of judgment. And says like, I shall never leave the earth devoid of a scholar from his progeny. People will derive religious knowledge and spiritual guidance through this scholar. Anyone who follows Nu or him will be assured deliverance. So Hazrat Adam was reminded of Nu at this juncture when he was close to his death. Hazrat Adam was reminded about Hazrat Nu, and Hazrat Adam made a bequest, a will to Hibtullah, and told him that if anyone of them met Hazrat Nu, should believe in him. So when Hazrat Adam was at his deathbed, uh, Hazrat Jibreel came to Hazrat Hibtullah and said like, your father has departed, and I'm here to meet, I'm here to perform his prayers. So Jibreel taught Hazrat Hibtullah the method of ghusl. Hazrat Hibtullah stood before Angel Jibreel and offered the prayer, and Hazrat Hibtullah recited 30 takbirs, and and then the takbirs started Almighty Allah then commanded Angel Jibreel to reduce it to 25 takbirs for progeny of Hazrat Adam, and consequently, it is a practice among us to recite 5 takbirs. When we do namaz janaza, we do 5 takbirs. Although Holy Prophet has recited 7 and 9 takbirs for martyrs of Battle of Badr. So that was the story of Hazrat Habil and Qabil, and how Hazrat Adam's prayer were performed by was taught by Hazrat Jibreel and performed by Hazrat Hibtullah. Then during the time of Hazrat Nuh, people were shown the will of Hazrat Adam, and it was learned that Hazrat Adam has prophesied the advent of Hazrat Nuh. Hazrat Adam has also commanded Hazrat Hibtullah, not just given this will, but also commanded him to read his will at the beginning of every year and renew their oath for Hazrat Nuh. So every year, Hazrat Hibtullah used to recite this will of Hazrat Adam about Hazrat Nuh and used to take this oath. People recognize Hazrat Nuh through this prior knowledge, and this is exactly the meaning of the verse of Holy Quran, where it says, certainly we sent Nuh to his people. So he said, O my people, serve Allah. You have no God other than him. Surely I fear for you the chastisement of grievous day. Then from Hazrat Nuh, uh, the progeny and the prophethood continues with Hazrat Sam. He shall then when Hazrat Nuh was close to his death, Angel Jibreel came to Hazrat Nuh and asked him to transfer the prophetic signs to Prophet Sam, and said like, we shall never take away the progeny of Sam, the prophetic inheritance, like I had caused it to remain from Hazrat Adam to your generation, and I shall never leave the earth devoid of a scholar from your progeny. Then Hazrat Hud became the prophet after Prophet Sam. No, in the similar way as Hazrat Adam also predicted that Allah the Almighty shall send a prophet named Hazrat Hud, and he shall invite his people towards Allah, while they will reject him. So I have come up until this stage in this book. So that's all for today. Inshallah, I will continue this book, or I might select some other book in between. But I will continue again later on. Since this is Ashura Muharram, I want to continue later on with some book about Karbala, about Imam Hussain, and then I will continue later on about some other uh, prophets from Hayat Al-Qulub. So that's all for today. Jazakallah khairan jaza.